and here I come with a new chapter which is the congruency of triangle of class 7th and chapter number 7. Okay, and here first of all we shall introduce with the congruency, and then we shall discuss about various types of congruency in the triangles. Okay, so before starting the congruency of triangle, first of all let's know about the meaning of congruency. Okay, just suppose that we put the palm of our right hand on the palm of our left hand like this, then we see that both are completely covered with each other. Okay, here we can see that both are completely covered with each other. Why is it so? It is because the shape and size of our both hands are same. The shape and size of our both hands are same. That is why they cover to each other completely. Okay. Similarly, just suppose that we have a plain paper sheet. This is the plain paper sheet, and the size of this paper sheet is A4. Okay, and if we put another A4 size paper on this, then they will be covered with each other. Then this means that both have the same shape and size. That is why they cover to each other. If it is not, then they cannot be covered to each other. Okay? Just suppose that if the first paper is vertically and the second paper if we place is protectly, then they do not cover. Because in that case their shape and size were not matched. Okay? So the property through which these two papers are covered completely to each other is called congruency. Okay, so the congruency of the triangle is also a property, and this property is that they cover to each other completely because of their same shape and size. So here, before starting the congruency of triangle, first of all, let's know about congruency of some fundamentals geometrical figure. So here, the first topic is its definition. So let's see what is the definition of the congruency. Two figures are said to be congruent if they have same shape and size, as you became know about these two examples as we can see in our daily life. So we define two shapes are said to be congruent if they have same shape and size. Therefore, they are known as congruent figure. And if it is not, then they are known as non-congruent figure. Okay, so just suppose that this is a rectangle, and if we take second is circle, and if we place the circle on this rectangle, this circle doesn't cover this completely. That is why they are non-congruent. Therefore, they are non-congruent. And if we have the same shape and size of the another rectangle, and if we place that on this rectangle, then it will cover completely. Okay, so they will known as congruent figure. So here our first example we shall take from the line segment. Congruence of line segment. So first of all, let us consider there is a line segment AB. The length of this line segment AB is 6 centimeter, and here we have another line segment PQ, and the length of this line segment PQ is also 6 centimeter. So if we place the line segment PQ along with the line segment AB, then the line segment PQ completely cover the line segment AB, which means that both are the congruent. And here we write the sign of the congruency is this. This is the sign of congruency. And so here we write the line segment AB is congruent to line segment PQ. Okay? Because the both have the same length, therefore they are known as congruent line segment. Okay students, so we define here two line segments are said to be congruent if they have same length. Now let's see the second congruence in rectangle. Congruency of rectangle. Two rectangles are said to be congruent if they have same length and breadth. Here we have two rectangles ABCD and PQRS. The length of the rectangle ABCD is 5 centimeters and the breadth is 2 centimeters. Similarly here the breadth of the rectangle PQRS is 2 centimeters and the length is 5 centimeters. So if we place the rectangle PQR on the rectangle ABCD, we see that the rectangle PQRS completely cover the rectangle ABCD. So in this case, the rectangle ABCD is congruent to rectangle PQRS. Okay? So I hope that the definition congruence of rectangle is clear. Okay? Now let us see one more example from the circle. Two circles are said to be congruent if they have same radius. If they have same radius, then they are known as congruent circle. Here we can see that there are two circles. In the first circle, the center is O and the radius is R1. In the second circle, the center is O dash and the radius is R2. So both here R1 is equal to R2. Therefore, the circle OR1 is congruent to circle O dash R2. Okay, so two circles are said to be congruent if they have the same radius or equal radius. And here in the figure, you can see that R1 is equal to R2. Therefore, these two circles are congruent. And now let's come back to our final and the main topic, that is the congruency in the triangle. So here let us see what is the congruency in the triangle. As we know that a triangle has six fundamental parts or fundamental elements. A circle has six main elements. Okay, it has three sides and three angles. Okay, so its six elements are three sides and three angles. And if these three sides or three angles become same, then the triangle is congruent to other triangle. So we can say that the congruency of the triangle is entirely depend on these six elements. Okay. So here if we have two triangles ABCD and PQR, there are two triangles, and in the triangle we can see that the line segment AB is equal to line segment PQ, the line segment BC is equal to line segment QR, and the line segment AC is equal to line segment PR. Okay, so here we have seen that the side of the both triangle are same. Now let us see what's about its angle. Here the angle X is equal to the angle A. Angle Y is equal to the angle B, and angle Z is equal to the angle C. So here we can write side AB is equal to side PQ, means that if we place this side to the side AB, then the PQ completely cover the side AB. So we can say that AB is equal to PQ, or we can also say that the line segment AB is congruent to line segment PQ. So here we can also write the line segment AB is congruent to line segment PQ. Similarly, the line segment BC is congruent to line segment QR, and the line segment AC is congruent to line segment PR. So these are its these are the relation on of these two angles. And now let's see about its angle. Angle X is also congruent to or equal to angle A. Angle Y is congruent to angle B, and angle Z is congruent to angle C. So here we can say that if its all six elements are congruent to each other, therefore both triangles are also congruent to each other, and so we can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Here we can prove the congruency of the triangle in many ways. Why? Because we know that the congruency of the triangle is entirely depends on its six elements, like its side or on its angle. So the congruency of the triangle is categorized on the basis of the side and the angles of the triangle. And let us see what are the categories of the congruency of the triangles. The so the first is yes, 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 congruency. The second is yes, A, yes, congruency. The third is A, yes, yes, congruency. Sorry, A as A, congruency. And the fourth is A, congruency. Okay? These 4 points shows that the congruency of the triangle can be defined in 4 ways. The first is yes, yes, yes congruency. The meaning of triple S is side, side and side congruency. In this congruency, we need to show only its 3 sides. If equal, then we can say that the triangles are congruent. The second is SAS congruency, which means that side, angle, side. In this congruency, we only need to show 2 sides and 1 angle equal in the both sides, both triangle. Therefore, they will be congruent. The third is ASE, angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle congruency. And in this category, we just need to show 2 angles and 1 side equal in the both triangle, which proves 2 triangles are congruent. And the last is triple A, angle, angle, angle congruency. And in this congruency, we need to represent only 3 angles equal. Then this proves that the triangles are congruent. Okay? So its proof we shall see in our next video. So if you have any doubt or any confusion, so please go to the comment section and mention your doubt. I will clear your doubt in my next video. So thank you very much for watching this video. Till then, goodbye.